Hey guys, Big Wood 707 back with you. Today, I'm going to put in some door seals. Now guys, I ordered these from eBay, and they just come in black. I thought they were green. Luckily, they're not. I thought it was green during the 707 HP. Luckily, they're not. They're just see-through and go with the paint. So, I've already prepped it. You know, I learned my lesson the other night with that, didn't I? So, already prepped it. It's ready to go. Now we just have to apply it correctly, which for me may be a chore, you know. But as you can see, it's see-through. Whenever you get ready to put it, can't even see it hardly. Whenever you get ready to put it on. So try to get it centered where I need it to be, which is right there, I believe. It's that simple, guys. You just put it on and push it down. It's that easy. We'll see if it stays on. I have a friend, Jerry Daniels, that has a local company that makes these type of things, and it looks like it's not a air bubble release vinyl, so I'm gonna have to deal with that, I guess. Got some things popping up on it, I'll show you. Turn you around a little bit here. And there you can see the air bubbles are popping up, so I'm gonna have to heat it up and work those out, or maybe take a needle and pop them. But usually that doesn't happen. As you can see, there's one there. I think this end's okay. Yeah, looks all right there. Something like, no, there's air bubbles. You can see them, heck, they're all through it. Man, this damn Chinese stuff, I swear. It's more aggravation than it's worth. Just trying to get your car look nice. But I will get a needle and pop all those, and hopefully I can get them down to where they look nice. But that's it, guys. I just got it. I'm gonna put it on both sides. I'll show you later what it looks like on both sides. After I get it finished, I'll show you that as well. But this is my 2016 Hellcat. She's not a wide body, she's just a standard body. She's in granite, clear or something like that. It's the color on it. She has 33,000 miles, so she hasn't been driven a lot, maybe 5,500 miles a year. It has been taken care of really, really well. It's a really nice vehicle. It runs well. I had some problems with the dealership. It did have a smaller pulley with the green belt when I went and looked at it the first time, and when I picked it up and when I got it home last night, I popped the hood, and you know the dealership had already closed because it was around 10:30 when I started making a couple of videos for the channel, and all of a sudden I noticed that the green belt wasn't there. So, and the dealer even admitted it to me and my friend that we had spoken about it. So, but as you can see, guys, she's 2016. She just got they don't have the cat in the seats. They are nice seats though. It doesn't look like it's been used a lot. It really doesn't. It's a very nice car. The WeatherTechs fit from my Dodge Charger, which they're dirty. Because the last time I was in the Charger, it was raining. So, but we're gonna get some things to go over this, you know, little ABS plastic thing that's dipped in carbon fiber, and then I did this in a video the other day. Put the carbon fiber on the wheel. I went ahead and put it on the knobs. I've got a cover coming for this too, ABS, and I've got covers coming for these as well, and for the door handles and for the vents, and then pretty much be done, unless I would just want to order some little small stuff, but it'll pretty much be over with. Then put these onto the covers around the door latches. Just, you know, just the little things, guys, what matter. when you're showing the car off, seems to me it's always the little things that are that stand out to people. So I did that on both the door latches. So I'm sorry. This is her. I did this the other night too. Put a Hellcat symbol on there instead of just the SRT. Sorry, it's kind of crooked. But did that. Like I said, she's granite. You know, it's a pretty color. It sparkles. It wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a green or purple. But guys, for some reason, everybody decided to raise their prices 10 or 12,000 in a week. And I have no idea why. I guess it's because there's certain news going around that the Dodge is going to quit making the or the Hellcats and, you know, all that. So maybe people's going nuts over that, I guess. But to me, I don't see the reasoning. Luckily, the dealership that I went to, which will remain nameless now because of the way they did me, I'm going to change these to the brass to match the wheels. Because it had the brass monkey. It's not the brass monkey package, though, but the guy put the brass wheels on it. And I'd rather have the SRT wheels, the 5-spoke. I like those a lot better. But those are pretty rims. You know, it's a good-looking rim on it. And spent last night cleaning up the interior of the engine bay. It was absolutely disgusting. I had never seen an engine that dirty on a car since I was a kid. But I'm either going to paint these bronze or I'm going to wrap them, one of the two, in the brushed bronze, as well as the cooler cover, intercooler cover. I do have a plate coming here from American Brothers Designs. Have that, and I also have a kit coming for the half covers. I have a cover coming for the radiator reservoir. And as you can see, I went ahead and put a strut cover from Billet Technology and the nut covers too. Went ahead and put those on there. Now guys, I'll have that painted. I'll have all that painted. And this as well, the B Woody intake. I'll have all that painted bronze, so it'll match everything, even the oil cap breather. So change all that. But as you can see, she's in good shape. She had a recall that was performed on her in 2018. There was it's a one-owner car. The guy lived in Hazard, Kentucky, is what I'm understanding. And, you know, he really didn't do anything to it. It did have the pulley with the green belt, and for some reason it doesn't. And I don't know why. They've replaced it. And I don't know why. But you can tell because the coolant is a little darker than the coolant for you can see it in the light there. And the coolant for the supercharger. So it shouldn't be that dark. So it had to have been mixed around, is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. But now it did have the belt. Whether they say it does or not, they're supposedly contacting the owner, the previous owner, because they're pretty much calling me a liar. And if I could find another Hellcat, I'd take some bitch back and tell them to kiss my ass while I'm at it. Excuse my language, but that's just me, guys. If you don't like the language, sorry about your luck. But this is her. Still looking for a name, guys. A couple of videos back, I was in the car. I asked you to give me some names for her to help me name her, because I didn't want to name her Jezebel. A buddy of mine said I should just name her Jezebel, but I really don't want to do that. You know, there was only one of those, and she was a special girl. And yeah, I miss her. You know, she was a good girl. She ran hard for me and never gave me 1 ounce. I mean, 1 single ounce of trouble. But guys, we can also do a giveaway on this and just have kind of a raffle, because it's got the hood prop for it and the door props. It's got two door props, the front doors. All that is from Grocery Getter Racing. It will not work with the supercharger because it's not high enough, and I would have to take the intercooler off or the reservoir off to get it in there right, and it's just not high enough to go over the supercharger. I will find a strut brace for it. I'm sure they make one. I'm sure they do. I ordered these by mistake. As you can tell, I was really wanting the green one. And so I will either do these in a giveaway or I will have them painted, or I'll do it myself. I'll just go ahead and cover them with an overlay and then I'll paint them myself the bronze color, the rusted bronze. But here's what they look like. You know, it's just one strip. It's no big deal. Very easy to put on. These are Merrick Motorsports intake rings for the Challenger beside the headlights. As you can see, I was really thought I was getting the green one. I wasted a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. That pissed me off too. This whole deal's really made me mad because I didn't really get the car that I wanted. You know, I wanted the green or the purple. Either way, because the green or the purple would work with each other on the colors. And you know, I have a lot of stuff coming, like from Rebadge Design, the start button and things like that are purple, because I then thought I was getting a purple. So it was mostly my fault for ordering that stuff, but it was also the dealer I was working through, you know, saying, well, we're going to get it. And then all of a sudden when we went through the numbers, he tried to raise the rate, or he'd say, I need to put more money down, you know, and I just tell him, hell no, I ain't putting any more money down. This is all I'm putting on it. This is all I have. This is all I'm doing. If you don't want to do it, I'll find something else. It's no big deal. I wasn't in a die-hard way to get the cat. I just wasn't. I didn't really give a shit, because you either do it my way when I'm dealing with my money and my credit, or I'll walk. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I don't really give a damn about stuff like that. I'm not someone that you can pressure into any situation. Never have been in my life. And I'm sure not about to start when I'm 52 years old. Because, you know, I just look them in the eye and say, hell no, and walk away. It's not that hard to do. Because there's a lot of these cars out. Yeah, people are crazy on the price right now, but I could have waited 2 or 3 months, maybe found one. But I don't know if I would have found one in this good shape. I mean, it really is. The car is in excellent shape. It runs well, it's strong, but I noticed it was kind of sluggish in the eco mode. You know, in the 500 mode, I noticed it was kind of sluggish. And I thought, well, maybe that pulley isn't spinning as well as it would with the 700. So I stopped the car and got on the dash, you know, and worked it out and put it back on 700 horsepower. But hell, it doesn't matter. It didn't change it any. You know, I kept it on the default mode, which on the 16s, the 2020s are a completely different animal, or they were with the Scat Pack. The Scat Pack was, excuse me guys, I'm sorry about that. The Scat Pack was more of a, it was a completely different animal as far as running wise. After I added the Fastman throttle body and the intake and the cold air intake and the exhaust and the Cook's high flow cats, the car really woke up. You know, most people have to, that have the 392s, like Hemi Life, they have to go and get that little computer thing they put on there, and it gives them a faster throttle response. Now, Jezebel didn't need that at all. And the Hellcat really doesn't either, but it just doesn't seem as, you know, it just doesn't seem as quick on just the punch. It really doesn't. But now it's spinning the tires. You know, whenever you stop, all you smell is rubber. So, and that's at 80 miles an hour. If I just pat the pedal and it drops a gear, you know, and go, because I want to hear the supercharger whine, well, hell, I'm smelling rubber when I stop at the next red light. But that's, you know, that's just the nature of the beast. And she is a beast. She really runs well. I put her in sport, and I turned her loose a little bit, and it accelerates really fast. It really does. It's a great car. I see why they're so popular. I see why people want them so bad. I see why people fuck them up too. Because if you're not careful in this car, you're paid for. I mean, it's that simple. There's no beating around the bush. There's no difference in words. It'll take your life in a heartbeat if you don't keep your ass in the seat and your head out of your ass. Guys, I'm just being honest with you, you know. I don't want to lie to you about anything. I don't want to tell you something and you think, well, you know, it's a piece of junk or this and that. It's not. It's a great car. It really is. I was really just angered at the pulley missing, and then I was also angered at how disgustingly nasty the engine bay was. And guys, there was no reason for that. A dealership should have it. Every car I've ever bought, used or new, in the past 20 years, has always had an immaculate car, immaculate look when I pulled it off the lot. It looked like you could eat off of it. Even Jezebel, when I got her, she had just come off the truck. So you know there was dirt and nastiness. They took about 30 minutes and brought it to me in the car. There was, I mean, you couldn't find a speck of dirt on her anywhere when I bought her. And that's the way this one should have been. It had a good, it had been washed, but they cleaned the front window with some kind of bullshit, and it had streaks all over it. So now I've got to clean that. And, you know, there's just a lot of things that they missed. They just missed little tiny steps, but hey, that's that dealership's problem, not mine. Well, it was mine because I bought it like that, right? So, but I should have looked at them and said, hey, take this son of a bitch back there and clean it up. Excuse me, guys. It's about 7 in the morning, and I didn't go to sleep till about 5 this morning, so I'm still kind of sleepy. But I rolled over and woke up and thought, man, I need to get hold of the guy that I bought it from, because I want him to know that pulley's off there, and I want to know why. You know, and they pretty much called me a liar and said, well, Mr. Woods, we'll get a hold of the previous owner and see if it was on there. I said, well, I sat there and showed it to you. You know, the dealer that I was speaking with. I said, man, I showed it to you. We talked about it. We talked about the horsepower increase with the pulley and the intake, what little bit it give it. And it would help it breathe better, and it would spin the supercharger a little faster to increase the horsepower. But evidently I'm full of shit and lying, which, you know, again, lucky we're on the internet, right? But guys, you know, it's just she's going to be a labor of love. I can see that right now. Just like Jezebel was. Jezebel was very easy to work on because she was brand new, and there wasn't, you know, nothing out of the ordinary with it. With this one, the engine bay was filthy, and I mean, it was just terrible. And they told me it had a Borla exhaust, and it's been straight piped. Now, if you can believe that or not, that's some bullshit. You know, so there's 2 lies that have gone on in the past 3 or 4 days with the pulley. I mean, noticing the pulley last night, and then with the intake, or not with the intake, with the exhaust. You know, the exhaust was supposed to have been a Borla exhaust. I had a Borla exhaust. I climbed up underneath and looked at it. It doesn't have Borla anywhere on it. Borla has those canisters that go up in the sides in here on the fender wells. Go up in there. Resonators, I guess, is what they are. And this one doesn't have it, and I know the Challengers have it because I looked at both exhausts whenever I was buying Jezebel to try to see the difference in them. Because the Challenger, at that time, the 392 exhaust, the Borla exhaust was a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. $500-600 cheaper at the time I could find it online. I would have had to pay $1,200 instead of $1,700. So, but I will put a Borla exhaust on her eventually. You know, just got to start saving money and put things back and not get out of my budget and keep my head straight, not just get greedy and then want to do stuff. So, guys, it's going to be, you know, a little slower than it was with Jezebel as far as putting things on. Excuse me again, I apologize. But, you know, we're gonna get a different rear spoiler, one that's flatter and comes out more. We're going to get that. Change that around, and then we're going to get the all of the Hellcat symbols are going to be bronze, like those American Brothers. I'm going to paint those bronze. That'll look really good. That'll set it off a lot better than just the outer shell with using the body as a background. I think that'll look a lot better on it. But you know, again, from American Brothers, I have a set of purple coming because I was under the influence, under the understanding that I was getting a purple Challenger with 16,000 miles. It was a 2016 also, but it had 16,000 miles on it. So it's pretty much a brand new car. And this one's only got 33, like I said, but still, that's a big difference. You know, 14,000 miles, well, 17,000 because it's 33. But that one the purple had 16 on it, so it was pretty much a brand new car. I mean, it really was. Looked great. Beautiful car. Had red seat belts, and that was it. Had the black interior. I wanted a green one with the red interior. And that's what I had originally found with the 2017 in Atlanta. It had the red Alcantara in it, and it was really nice. And but it is what it is, guys. I made the decision. I like the car. I really do. I don't like the fucking color. It'll change within a year, guys. We'll wrap her or paint her. Something's going to break. As soon as I start back to work, should start my new job Monday, and so the saving will start, and I'll find out the prices that I need to have it painted, and she will be a different car. The bronze stripes, brushed bronze. My buddy Jerry that has Copycats here in Paintsville, he told me, he said that would look really good on it. It would. It'd match the rims really nice, and paint some things up in the engine bay, and it'll look really good. It'll set her off a lot, and that's what you want when you go to a car show or a car meet or any kind of that bullshit. You wanna just show her off a little bit. So that's it, guys, for today. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that second door. I'll have the pictures on Instagram at BigWoods707. And guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I apologize for going on and on about it. Heck, it's been 21 minutes, almost 30 minutes, but I just rattle on sometimes, guys, and I apologize. If you've watched the video this far, thank you so much for giving me that time. That time really helps me to get within those limits. And then when I reach 1,000 viewers, I can be monetized and start making money and just little things. And that way, all that money comes back to the car. Everything goes back into it. Nothing will go in my pocket. It'll all go straight into the vehicle and be able to add a lot of things to it. Maybe get a bigger supercharger, or maybe get the supercharger painted a different color, color of the car, or a bronze color. Maybe we'll just stick with the granite and bronze for a while. It'll look good, I think. I think it's going to go nice. But still, guys, we need to figure out a name for it, and let me know on the video before this one. I asked you to tell me what you think about a single stripe or dual stripes. I like them both. It really doesn't matter. I've had the dual stripes on Jezebel, and then I may go with just a single stripe on her. May do it, just depending on how wide and how nice it looks. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much, guys, for taking time out of your day. This is BigWoods707. I appreciate everything you're doing for me, and I appreciate you taking out your time today. Thank you so much. Talk to you.